Well, guys, we've been working on the feedlot a little bit today. It's actually Saturday afternoon. I'm recording this a little bit early, but it's time for our capsule sermon. And I've had this little spray rig set up in here, and I've got it kind of rigged up where you can run some wires up there and hook it up to a power supply under the hood up there. And it works, but it's not really good. And I've been putting off actually wiring in a good plug for back here where you can just plug it in and go. And I've got a bigger one that goes back here, and I want to just kind of set a standard of plugs to put in here. That way it's ready to go, either one of them. And I'm like, well, I'll just do that tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes and you get busy, you don't have time to do it. And then it's like, well, I'll get it the next day. And then, I've been needing to do this for a month or two now, and behind on my weed spraying around the place here. So that gets me to thinking, though, about when we put off things. We never get back around to doing them the way we should have done them. Eventually they might get done, but there are a lot of things in this world that get left undone because we're not guaranteed tomorrow. We never know what's going to happen. We're never guaranteed a day to tell somebody we love them, or we're never guaranteed a day to go spend some time with a loved one and go fishing, or go just talk to them or listen to them, or whatever they have to do, or just, go eat supper with them, whatever it may be. And we're also not guaranteed another day to say, hey, I think I'll just get saved tomorrow. I don't think I want to do that today. I want to keep living my life the way I want to. I don't want to live it the way God wants me to. And guys, that's a pretty dangerous game, because when the Lord does come back, and He's going to, the Bible tells us He will, if you're not saved then, it's not going to be a good thing. So in the book of 2 Corinthians in chapter 6, verses 1 and 2, this is what Paul is telling the church at Corinth there. He writes to them, and he says, chapter 6, verse 1 and 2 of 2 Corinthians, he says, "We then, as workers together with Him," capitalized, meaning Christ, "also plead with you not to receive the grace of God in vain. For He says, in an acceptable time I have heard you, and in the day of salvation I have helped you. Behold, now is the accepted time. Behold, now is the day of salvation." And what Paul's talking about there as he writes that letter is he says, don't get saved and then say, I'm going to keep living like the world expects me to, but I'm good, I'm saved, and one of these days I'll start living the way the Lord wants me to. Don't wait. When you get saved, there should be a changing in you. You should start living the way God wants you to right then. Now, that doesn't mean we're not going to slip and fall or stumble sometimes. Yeah, we're all going to fall. But that doesn't mean that we don't just get back up and go right back down the same path and try to work with God and for God, instead of going back to the way the world wants us. But it also, the second part there in verse 2 is, don't wait, guys. Now is the time to find salvation. And there's going to be a lot of you out there. There's going to be a handful of you out there that the Lord's been calling on you. And He's been telling you, hey, come to me. Salvation is like an open door. It's open and anybody can come through it. But one of these days that door's going to shut, and then ain't nobody getting through it after that. When that door shuts, if you hadn't made that decision, it's going to be too late. So, guys, if you hadn't found the Lord, I pray you do. Remember, I love you. God bless you. And y'all keep praying.